Welcome to the Surly Horns Podcast. This is Season 3, Episode 2. We're going to come at you lightning fast because we're paying fucking players. RGB3, what do you think about that?
We're in the SEC, baby, and we're in the business of paying players. We are here. We are through compliance. Everybody wanted to shut Surly down, and guess what? You couldn't do it, folks. We're through. We're in. Everything's happening. It's crazy. Anybody that's bitching about compliance, just know if we can get in, anybody can get in. We're in, baby. We're in.
It's happening. The insert Ron Paul gif here. It is happening.
I'm waving my hands like a fucking mad person right now because it's happening. Where the burn ends is happening. We're here. It took minimal effort.
We have so much fun that we're going to have on signing day. We're really sorry that none of you are invited, but we're going to invite everybody who wants to come from the media. ESPN, if you're listening. Barstool, if you're listening.
They are listening.
24/7, Rivals, everybody. Hey, you motherfuckers, you're invited. We're dropping bags, motherfucker. We're dropping bags.
Bip, bip, bip. We're dropping them, baby. People aren't ready for some Surly Horns bags. So whenever the name, image, likeness came up, people were thinking like, this is going to be a t-shirt kind of deal. This is going to be like, Joe Blow's Barbecue.
It is in groups of 3 or more. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. Joe Blow's Barbecue wants to sponsor some random fat guy in the offensive line room. And guess what? Turns out surlyhorns.com just dropped a bunch of fucking bags on an entire position group.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And yeah, like I said, for anybody bitching about compliance, like we got through, and if we can get through, who can't get through?
We do have thanks. The whole board kind of pitched in and helped on this. It was a group effort.
Yeah.
All pro bono, right? Yep. We're not making any money off of any of this. No one is making a red cent. But the community is going to benefit to an extreme degree, right?
Yep.
I mean, to like an insane degree. And these players, they're going to have a really good time because we're going to moderate the fuck out of that board.
Y'all can't talk shit. Y'all can't talk shit.
It's pre-moderated.
This is
pre-moderated. So
this is crucial.
We'll allow you to ask the questions that we would ask like at a real press conference or like a media event, but you cannot ask them things that they definitely cannot answer.
We'll shut that shit down immediately. It'll be shut down. Not
even deleted. It'll just not show up.
Yep. So got to give shout outs to Squish Mitten, who was our legal counsel through all this, because that is what you typically call your lawyer. We got to give a shout out to Neon Moon, who helped us put the deck together.
How do you spell counsel? How do you spell counsel?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about how we spell counsel. It's been an ongoing argument, but we finally figured it out. We think so. Squish Mitten, thanks for your counsel. Neon Moon, thank you for putting our deck together where it doesn't look all shittily designed by me after like 15 margaritas, because that's exactly what the original one looks like. If you want to look at Peak Surly, go look at the tweet I sent, or the original deck that I sent with the shitty burnt orange background PowerPoint, and then we'll post Neon Moon's. I think I already
Neon Moon, it's a good call. It's a good call. We can tell this story now. It was a great call putting that chick. It was so popular with everybody. It was popular with Cade Brewer's dad. Bob, if you're listening, shout out to you. You made this happen. We left that up and we're just like talking about like what the plan was. And it was like
the NIL guy loved it. Not only that, I got to give a shout out to Imamak. He dropped a fuck bomb in our meeting with the NIL guy, like the head of the NIL guy. Oh my God.
So I was talking through, because everybody's talked about like how hard the logos are, and they give you all this bullshit, all these color requirements, and everything's all fucked up, and like everybody just submits logos and they can't fucking get through. Well, I submitted like 47 logos because Treaty Oak and everyone. I pitched in. I'll post the one that I drew.
Yes,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But sent them literally everything that we put together, and Treaty Oak did an awesome job. He got us all through the color scheming and everything, and we just blew through compliance. So everything, with the exception of the red colored cow that's on the burnt ends. I think it's the points or the flats. That is not approved, but don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. All the other ones are fine.
Everybody else is we're in the cone of silence, guys. Like, everybody needs to understand we're in the cone of silence. We're in the trust circle on here, because eventually we're probably going to run out some burnt orange shit, but we don't need to blast that, especially
Groups
on
of 3 or more.
You know?
but I want to get into this, right? Because Texas is trying to steal our thunder. Like, the school itself is trying to steal Surly Horn's thunder. I don't appreciate it. But you know what I do appreciate? Fucking real deal NIL group licensing agreement on the University of Texas branding and intellectual property. That is very good.
About time. It's so easy, and I'm glad they finally figured out like a workaround, and that a workaround was necessary, I think, is the biggest point of all this. Like, they didn't just sit on their fucking hands like they have been. So, with them realizing, hey, if Ohio State is able to sell a jersey, we should be able to sell a jersey. Finding that workaround has been massive. And so, shout out Chris Del Conte for that. We'll get into the Texas leverage stuff here in a second, because not shout out Chris Del Conte on that. But at least this is the most logical fucking step that you could possibly take with the NIL. This should have been day one stuff, and we're in month 2.
Last Dance Hat guy just sent me a message. If you guys don't know Mike, he's a good guy. What have you heard about this new rule? And I said that we're gonna fuck.
It's true. We are. We are gonna fuck. And we already fucked that tight end room up. So for everybody listening, we've been in. So Cade Brewer's dad, Bob, has been crucial in getting this up. So please do not shit on Cade ever again. His dad, Bob, awesome dude, helped us get all this set up, acting in the best interest of really the entire tight end room now. And then all the other parents are like totally behind us at this point. Between Gunnar Helb's dad, we're talking with him. Braden Leibach's mom, we're talking with her. Like, everybody's into. She
seems like a nice lady. She seems like a nice lady.
A nice lady. So everybody's behind it, and I mean, I guess I'd be behind it too if someone wanted to give my kid $1,000 for like literally existing and being in, just like happens to be in this one position group. Like, it could be more than $1,000, right? I mean, $1,000 is the minimum. I'm on the hook, right? I'm on the hook here for $grand each one of these players, even if you motherfuckers don't pay. So like, I can do it. So fuck off with your bullshit. But please don't make me. Yeah, you're paying a walk on K. Just know that. Just know that's coming down the pipeline. But I think the coolest thing about this is we are paying a walk on K. We're not just, hey, Jatavian Sanders, here's K. It's, I bet you everybody listening here probably doesn't know Nathan Hatter's name. But guess what? He's getting $grand from us because he's part of the burn ends, and that's awesome. And that could be the difference between us winning and losing football games. If you think about it, the guy going to U of H on a full ride, or he could be a personal walk-on at University of Texas and his tuition's paid for by surlyhorns.com. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's a huge advantage for the entire university. And it's not just, eventually, right now, Surly Horns is on the hook. But, once, everything's rolling, it's y'all that are contributing to that. And that's
dude, I ain't fucking paying for. I mean, I'm paying for the site to be up, and I'm putting all in the work in to host the community. But this is y'all's community. This isn't my thing, right? You get one. If I have to pay for it, it's one and done. But if you guys pay for it, it can go on literally forever, and it starts at. Who says it can't grow from this position group? Who says it can't grow to $30,000 to $40,000 a player? Right. Yep. I mean, there is a lot that the community can kind of take this and I'm telling you guys, make it your own thing. Right. You don't have to. We're not fucking compliance here. Right. If you want to do something for burn ends, you just fucking do it. Right. Yep. You just do it.
Yeah. I mean, shout out Glenn from the mailroom. Is that it?
Yeah.
He has made a significant contribution that will be upcoming in one of our podcasts and featured very much everywhere. Um, and it's because he wants to make it his own. He wants to contribute in a way, and this is a way for us peons, us non like big money donors. Like I don't have a check to write $100,000 for Bijan Robinson to take a picture. Like this is our way to give to the University of Texas. Imagine multiple 5-star tight ends like clambering to come to the University of Texas because of Surly Horns in the program that we created year over year over year. And you sign with Surly and you get $40,000 a fucking year. Like that's on the table here. All it takes is group participation, and it's not even just outside, it's not even just Surly Horns. Eventually, especially once this is announced, and trust me, it'll be very, very, very loud when this is announced. Everybody across the Longhorn network is going to contribute and be part of this because they'll want this. I mean, this is not just a crowdsourced endeavor from Surly. This is a crowdsourced endeavor from everybody that bleeds burnt orange, and that's what's awesome about this. And nobody else is doing it. Nobody else is doing it. That's what's crazy about this.
And it's also going to be just tons of fun. It's going to be fun for them. Yeah. It's going to be fun for the community. Where not only are we going to get exclusive content, but not in the form of some fat guy talking to some fucking, not some Jabba the Hutt motherfucker trying to get an exclusive. No.
Oatmeal cream pie puta. Yeah.
No, we're just going to let the players be the players and let them talk about how they feel about games like one time. And then the rest of the time, we're just going to get to know them as people, right? Because I feel like that's the coolest part about this is that we get to really learn who they are as people. And it's almost like people that don't like F1 and then they watch that Netflix show on F1 and they're like, oh my God, like I'm all in, right? I know these people now. And yeah, that's how we want it to be, where you just root for tight ends. You're just like you're really rooting for this group of individuals to like come together as a group and just really excel. And man, it'd be so cool if Texas had the best tight ends for like the next 10 years. Right? Just imagine that, just like the best tight end every year for the next 10 years.
That's exactly. So the thing that gets me most hyped about all of this is I cannot wait for Jared Wiley to score his first touchdown, Braden Liebrock to score his first touchdown. Like, how awesome is that going to be as people that are contributing to their futures and their well-being as people? It's like watching your kid score a fucking touchdown, maybe to a little lesser degree. I pay a lot more for my kids than $50 a month, but I mean, how awesome is that going to be? You know what we should do? Every time they score a touchdown, they should point to like the S on Texas or something for Surly. We need to tell them.
I don't care. I don't care what they do, man. I just want them to do really well. So, you know what I want? I want the John Mackey Award for the next 8 out of 10 years. That's what I want.
That's a challenge to all Surly listeners. If you're listening to this podcast and you're not already enrolled, first of all, you're a bitch-made motherfucker. Second of all, you are actively contributing to the downfall of the University of Texas football program. So go.
It's pay to play now, boys. It's pay to play now. You can't be just a t-shirt fan anymore. You got to pony up. You got to pony up to pay these players.
And guess what? We're probably going to have t-shirts available too. So you can be a t-shirt fan at the same time as you're paying these guys. Win-win, So we are actively working on the merchandise stuff. That's coming down. Don't stress about it. We're not stressed about it. Now that we're through compliance, donezo. Get ready, folks. Just strap in. And hey, guess what? If you have promised on that thread and you said, hey, I'm donating, we're about to start putting some logos on your usernames with the burn ends. So, make sure if you said, hey, I'm in for 25, we're going to put a logo on there if you're in or not. Don't be the guy caught holding the bag, because we're through, baby. We're going. And one-time donations are set up as well. So one-time donations are set up. We're ready to go, bitch. Let's go. I appreciate everybody's effort that has put into this, because it hasn't just been us two putting into this. It's been a lot of effort because we're not the smartest people on the planet, we can figure some shit out, but we need y'all's help as well. So, and this is going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger and grow and grow and grow. And, our goal is to sponsor other position groups eventually. And, nobody else is doing this crowdsource deal yet.
I mean, one
telling you
thing
this.
I want to regret this. I want to regret recording this podcast right here because it gets so big that everybody just examines everything about my life and then they listen to the last like 2 seasons and they just get to know who I am, right? I hope for that, right? I hope that happens.
I'm not hard to find. So I think the coolest thing about all this is everybody's going to copy this. So as you're listening to this podcast, every single person can listen to this and know that there's not a single other university that is crowdsourcing via message board, via fans. There's not a single platform out there that anybody else is crowdsourcing for an NIL deal. So y'all are the very, very first. Because just fucking wait. Once this is announced, and it's going to be announced very, very, very big. Once this is announced, every dumb motherfucker, and I'm talking to you directly, Billy Lucci, is going to copy this idea. You don't think Texags is going to jerk their little dicks off to this fucking idea of crowdsourcing people? And
they're going to try and say an Aggie came up with it, and I'm going to be like, nope, didn't.
Absolutely.
And we're going to blast it.
And I'm begging you as listeners to this podcast, as users of Surly Horns, please, for the love of God, tell everybody we were the first and everybody else to fuck off, because this is groundbreaking shit. Honestly, this is some really awesome shit that's getting done from us.
The university's in disbelief that
drunk bitches.
that there is nothing they can do. There is nothing they can do to stop us.
There is nothing they can do to stop us. That's the best part about all this. There's nothing they can do to stop us. Not only that,
it's only in the players' hands. We get to negotiate directly with the players.
They are welcoming Surly. They are welcoming us foul-mouthed motherfuckers into the realm of the University of Texas football. And y'all should feel really goddamn good about it.
Amidst all of this excitement, there is still football games to be played. Like, regardless of what happens, like they're coming up. Like there's still like football. How many days away is it now? Right?
So we're recording this Friday, August 20th, and we're looking at September 4th, right?
15.
We're almost 2 weeks away from football, from real football.
And we still don't have a starting quarterback?
Yeah, we do. Everybody knows it.
And we don't know shit about shit. We don't know anything. They had the open practice to just fucking... You know why I think they had the open practice? I think they wanted to clown on the message boards. I think they wanted the message boards to just lose it.
I could see that. I could see them being like, hey, y'all are, making such a big deal about, the wide receivers and all this. Come watch us. Honestly, I think everybody's losing their fucking minds for no reason because... First of all, Hudson Card is your starting quarterback. It's
you called it. Right? You called it.
It's been done. I called it months ago. It's been done. Everybody, it wouldn't shock me at all if Sark knew that Hudson Card was his starting quarterback when he accepted the job at Texas. I don't care what Casey Thompson did in one half against fucking Colorado. It's Colorado. I don't care. Hudson Card's the dude. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. And then everybody,
I don't know. It wasn't all that obvious in the orange and white game that we called. It was
maybe. I don't know.
They were both about the same.
But if they're the same, you go with the younger guy because he has a better career trajectory at that point because he has the extra year.
Dude, can Casey Thompson catch?
Maybe. Hopefully, somebody needs to.
Can he catch? Seriously, dude. Casey Thompson would be. Holy shit, dude! Imagine him as a wideout. Oh my god.
We turned Roshan Johnson into a running back.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't think. I mean, you're draftable, bud. You're draftable, bud, at wide receiver. I think so.
You got to play the slot, bro. You're starting Casey, but it's at the slot. So
I would do that. Would you not do that? Is that not acceptable? I would fucking love to do that.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
You
I
get to
feel like he's
sit or you get to start, but if you start, you get to catch the ball instead of throw it. I'd fucking catch. I don't give a fuck.
oh, you gotta, yeah. I mean, if he's good enough, I don't know. I don't has he ever even
If he
played
can
wide
catch,
receiver?
if he can catch, he starts.
No pressure. You better catch this football.
We do have serious problems catching.
Yeah, that's a big issue. And
Not
then now
anything
it's like
else. The route running, nothing. Nope.
Troy,
Just
yeah.
catching. Just literally balls hitting hands, dropping them.
And now it looks like Jordan Whittington has a hamstring tweak. Troy O'Meary might have blown out his knee a fucking again. Like there's some wide receiver problems. But so again, the only reason I'm not stressing out yet is because it looks like our defense is going to be stupid good, like unreally. Like I'm putting it ready.
Ray Thornton isn't even the goon, and he's
Ben
like
Davis?
he's a goon. He's a
Yeah.
goon, and he's not the goon. We've got man, dude, Moro Ochimo has been
Looks crazy.
insane.
And he's still 14 years old. That's what's crazy. He's
Jacoby
still 14.
Jones, wow.
And then you still have guys like Alfred Collins. They're lining Alfred Collins up on the edge.
Jazz like a jazz.
Dude, at some point you're going to have Alfred, like, imagine this front four.
No, imagine getting fucked by these people. I mean, just
You'll get destroyed by Alfred Collins, Mora Ojimo, Tavondre Sweat, Keandre Coburn, Vernon Broughton. Like, now you're talking about,
just
like,
keeps going on.
Byron Murphy. You're talking about Sawyer Gorham Welch.
Jones.
Like, dude, Jacoby Jones. You are talking about so many names, and that's not even throwing in Ovi Agufu and Ben Davis and Ray Thornton. Like, this defense, I swear,
You're gonna get squad fucked.
dude, this defense is good. I'm putting my stamp on it. The RGB3 stamp that everybody knows and loves. This defense is going to be number one in the Big 12. It is going to be salty as shit. Like, people don't understand. Like, that interior defensive line is going to give people mega problems. Can you imagine a fucking 2-star at Kansas State standing up against Keandre Coburn and Moro Jomo and Alfred Collins and Vernon Broughton? Like, every single interior guy we have, they're just going to whoop up on these fucking farm boys from, Iowa State, Kansas State. It doesn't matter who. They are going to wreck shop. The front seven for Texas is stupid good. Literally the only possible weak spot on our defense at all is safety. But our front seven and our corners are so good that who even fucking cares? BJ Foster's still a dude. It looks like Brendan Schooler is going to be a dude.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with the Brockermeyer, but
he's everywhere.
Whoa.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. First of all, fuck the Brocs, except Luke. And he's been everywhere, and it makes sense. I mean, I think he's a super senior, right? Like, I think this is his 6th year.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's picked off Casey Thompson a billion. He's absolutely Casey Thompson's favorite receiver at this point. he's thrown more completed passes to Luke Brockermeyer than any other receiver because he's been everywhere. And that's awesome. That's development. That's coaching. At this point, God, he's had fucking 5 linebacker coaches, something like that. Cho, Orlando, who's Hutzler. So I guess 3, maybe. Did he sign with Charlie? I can't even remember. But either way, he's been under a ton of guys. So it's like, he's got to be soaking up some of this stuff. And I mean, he's been picking off passes because it seems like he's just reading defense as well. And if you have your defensive line able to keep him clean, I mean, and just let him react, him and Overshone, who's a fucking missile. I mean, this defense is going to be scary. And we even got to the best part about the defense. I don't even care about the talent. Kwiatkowski did this shit. PK did this shit with 2 stars at Washington.
So you listen to the guys in their interviews, and they're like, "What can you say about PK?" And they're like, they say 2 things. They're like, he's quiet and he's brilliant. They're like, he's the best play caller. He calls all the right plays. He just calls the right plays.
Yeah, he knows. And so my favorite thing is, like, I'm always a proponent of find what you do well and then do it forever. And he doesn't want to be a head coach because he probably thinks he's going to be ass at it. But guess what? He is a fantastic defensive coordinator. He is going to be, like, to the point where, say Sark doesn't work out, like, I will be mad if
Oh,
they,
head coach.
yeah, I will be
Well,
mad if they don't keep PK in some form or fashion because he is
oh,
that
dude, give him
good.
head coach. Fuck it, Sark. You did great. You hired a great staff. Let PK in.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, bud.
But yeah, either way, I mean, I think the defense is going to be, and that's why I'm not that worried about like, oh, well, the wide receivers are just not that great. They can't get out of coverage. It's like, well, yeah, we have Deshaun Jameson and Josh Thompson. Like, they're fucking studs. Like, what are you expecting? Like, they're awesome, and oh, Keandre Coburn is literally, butt fucking Hudson Card in the backfield. Yeah, of course he is. Oh, our offensive line looks like shit because they're having to block the best defensive line in the Big 12. They are
It's
literally
gotta. They have to get better because I mean the defensive line from Alabama is real good.
yeah, they're okay. I think they only have like I don't know 10 5-stars or something like that. No big deal. But I mean, I think that's what makes the offense better as well is
Oh
just
no, the Big 12 this year. I don't even give a shit. They're gonna
no,
destroy the Big 12. They're gonna just run through the Big 12 this year.
they have
Like
to
you heard it. You heard it here. You heard it here. I
stink.
think Oklahoma, not even close. I think Texas blows everyone out.
I concur. I think everybody keeps forgetting it's all gas, no brakes. And people keep hitting that fucking brake for no goddamn reason because there is no reason. Like
Imagine if Tom Herman only coached until he was tied or up a touchdown, and then Sark took over because Sark could coach Herman's offense in his sleep.
oh yeah,
So
I could.
what I'm
I
saying
could.
is, but Sark would just keep the pedal to the metal, and he
I
would just demolish a team.
I played Madden literally 15 minutes ago, and I could coach a better offense than Tom Herman. It's not that hard. And all you have to do is, people keep saying, oh, well, it's a young quarterback. It's a young quarterback. Bijan Robinson is in the backfield. It's the best Texas running back since, you know what? I'm even saying better than Foreman. He's better. He's as good as, or he's going to be as good as Jamal Charles. And I'm just putting it out there in the ether.
I don't know, man.
Let it happen.
I don't know. He could have a Ricky streak. He could have a Ricky streak.
I love.
I like the chance. I like the chance. This is not. It's not like a scratch off where you like, no, you're not going to win. This is like you've scratched like 4 and you've matched 4 of the 5, and you're like, this guy's got it, right?
I'm going to scratch one more,
and we've just got to scratch that one more. And whatever we see this season from Bijan is going to escalate him from Jamal Charles level, which is incredible, to like Ricky Williams level, which is not human.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody, I mean, he did what he did the last, 4 or 5 games after Tom Herman just decided just to not use the best player on his team. Just like that was a decision that dumb bitch made, was he was just drinking his dumb bitch juice and realized that I'm just not going to play the best player on my team. So the last 3-4 games or whatever, he ran behind a Herb Hand coached offensive line. Well, now we have like a real guy in Kyle Flood who understands like blocking and like how blocking could be good and beneficial for a football team. And also recruiting. We won't even get into that part, but so now we're getting an actual decent offensive line and the same Bijan Robinson that ran for like infinity fucking yards in 3 games.
3 games.
In 3 games.
He had a normal season. He had a normal season in 3 games.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a full
on a third or less of the carries.
Yeah, and he sat for like half of those games because we're blowing them out. Like we blew out, 70-7 or something. It's an embarrassment of riches in terms of we knew what we were getting last year, where it was like, okay, Herman, just put the fucking hammer down. Like, let's just go win the game. And now, like,
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Herman sucks.
We have the better play caller. We have the better offensive line. Bijan Robinson's going to be better. That's what's crazy. Like, he did that as an 18-year-old freshman. He's going to be better. And really, I mean, the only difference between our offense now and last year is we have a better play caller and Sam's not here. And Hudson Card has all the talent to be just as good as Sam was. And we have a better defense. Everything sets up so well. And people don't understand, like, Okay, last year we were fucking 7-3. We lost to TCU, Oklahoma, and Iowa State.
By
All
less
three
than
of those,
13 points.
all three of those less than a touchdown. So now you're
No,
talking
13
about
points total between the three.
yeah, 13 points between the three, and now
Not
you're
even two
saying that
touchdowns between three teams. Yeah.
I hear people like, oh yeah, I hope we go like, I hope we win 8 games. Are you fucking kidding me? Anything less than a Big 12 championship appearance is garbage. Like
I
we
don't
need to
care.
start
Yeah, I
lining up
don't.
the
Yeah, I
buyout.
don't care to. I don't care to see any of that. Yeah,
That's the brakes part. We're on all gas, bitch. This is an all gas podcast, motherfuckers.
I've had plenty of gas today. I went to a bachelor party last weekend in Port Aransas.
Poor day. Let's go.
Wow, that was a time. That was a time. I think there was 11 of us. There's no way we didn't drink less than 480 beers
Oh my god.
over 3 days.
What
Thursday,
beers are we
Friday,
talking about? Are we
Saturday.
talking about like are y'all doing like Modelo's? Are y'all like
Modelo's,
doing cod
Modelo's,
living?
and
Keystones.
some Miller Lights. There was a lot of Lone Star.
Nice.
There was some IPA. There was like some IPAs. They're like probably 24 IPAs out of that. But we stopped doing that after.
Yeah, you can't. If you're going for
So we-
bulk, you can't
so-
throw an IPA in
So
there.
get this. So we show up to the beach, right? It is hotter than it's hot. It's hot, right? It's 96. It's hot at the beach. The wind's not like gusting. The
Ugh.
air is humider than fuck. And
Also,
it
fuck the
smells
ocean.
like somebody just buried poop on the beach.
They
Right?
did. That's what the beach
Yeah.
is. They
Okay,
bury poop.
so we roll up to that, and it's like everybody's like, oh, I don't know, and somebody was like, dude, fuck this, grab the Modelo, and just started cracking Modelos and pouring them in beer bongs, and everybody did at least one beer bong like right then when we got there. Nobody else did anything else, and
Hey,
then.
we're a
We were like,
shotgun beer
fuck, dude.
podcast.
We were like, dude, that's half a case of Modelo. Just like from everybody doing one beer bong.
People forget how quick beer goes when you're playing like beer games, like beer pong. When you're running through 4 beers
Dude,
in one beer
They
pong
were
game.
playing spike ball, which was cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was just talking, right?
Yeah.
And going
Sounds
to the
awful.
ocean and shit.
96 degrees, fuck playing any
Dude,
game.
but we planned, like everybody pitched in, and we had several people that were capable of planning, and so we executed quite well on this bachelor party, right? So like day one is like a get there and throw your shit inside, and like we're gonna get beers at the beach
Hammered.
bar. Yeah, no, beers at the beach bar, come back, get fucking obliterated, and then tomorrow we wait on 2 people, but we're going to get hammered starting from the get-go. And then whatever, right? So we do all that. Thursday night's fun. We just go out. Friday is like a wake up at 8 a.m. and start drinking immediately, right? And
Beer
I was
breakfast, I love
like,
it.
yeah, I was like, I have shit to do. It's because I drove to Corpus and bought all of my stuff that I needed for the boil, because I brought my fucking because I do like crawfish boils. So I brought my whole like gear in the back of the AMG.
Oh shit!
So the back of the wagon, I brought like propane and a huge jet burner and like a
6
big
bags of
120
crawfish.
quart. Oh no! I bought that fresh at the coast. And so I had to do all that, right? And so I picked up little nicks and knacks and all that stuff, and then came back and was ready to park the car and was ready to just go. And everybody at that time was like, yeah, we're ready to go. So I didn't miss anything. And then we just seriously from like 11:30 in the morning. That morning we made like McMuffin things. And then that afternoon we had a full taco bar.
Whew.
That night we had burgers that I cooked from Salt and Thyme. With like cheddar and Wolf Brand chili and like fucking
nice.
Yeah, it was great. It was just bachelor party, hammered blackout, maybe execute. Yeah, so did that, and then woke up the next morning and everybody's arm was sore and nobody really quite remembered why. And then we started
Everybody get
talking
COVID
about it.
vaccines.
No, we started talking about it, and people started remembering that we had an arm wrestling tournament.
Oh God.
Like a full-on arm wrestling tournament between 11 guys. So everybody's arm was all fucked up from arm wrestling that many times. And then we were like, fuck it, right? And then the last day was crazy. The last day was nuts. Because we had gumbo at the beach. So we did the same thing, right? But then nobody was slowing down, and we had gumbo at the beach at like 2 p.m. And then we just kept going on golf cart rides, hammered.
Yep.
And then we went to one of the places in town and just got daiquiris or pina coladas. But we got them for the group. So only 5 people went, or 6 people went, and 5 people stayed back. And we were just going to get them to go and go back. And it wasn't a to-go place. So we ordered 11. We ordered 11 turbos. And we were like, what's turbo? And they were like, we put an extra 2 shots of rum.
Give me 4.
So we each had 2 of those on accident. And then we went back, and I did a fucking crawfish boil that night.
Oh God.
Or not crawfish. I did. I went and bought the seafood fresh shrimp, jumbo shrimp with the head on, and like 6 clusters of blue crab, and then 6 clusters of like Dungeness crab.
Nice.
It was, and then boiled all that in my patented boil process, and then it was insane. It was insane. We like dumped it, and nobody talked for like an hour. We just demolished it. There was nothing left. There was nothing left. Yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible. And then we just all hung out and got really blasted. We had some friends that brought some weed that you would have gotten in the mid 2000s, like brick weed that you like, it's hard and has seeds and shit. And it was awesome because that is like the best joint rolling weed, because you can just smoke it and not even get high, right? It's like smoking grass.
It's literal grass. It's literal
great.
weed.
It's great.
See, my body can't recover from weekends like that anymore. Like,
oh no, I'm still hurting. My arm still hurts from the arm wrestling tournament.
See, I can't even, like, the thought of that much drinking hurts my soul a little bit. Like, I can barely handle like a good.
You better get ready, boy. You better get ready, boy.
Hey, my liver's ready for that Arkansas trip. And
dude, I made some of your margaritas, or kind of.
They're incredible.
I did a frozen limeade and a frozen lemonade, but I did a 1 can to a half can of lemonade.
So you split the recipe or whatever, I guess.
Oh no, and then it was like tequila.
Yeah. So that's,
and then maybe a little bit of water, and then ice to like get it the first time, and then we poured it in 1 gallon jugs of water and put those in the freezer.
Dude,
it was insane, and we were just like doing pools off of it.
So people don't understand, those margaritas, they fucking hit. So
there was a handle of tequila.
It's a handle of tequila in 2 gallons. So it's a gallon of water, a half gallon of tequila, and then a bunch of other shit. So you're literally, it's like a 50-50 mixture almost at that point. Like you are gonna get blackout drunk. I always have to limit myself to 2. That's it. That's all I can do. It 2 12-ounce glasses. If I do more than that, it's going down. Like things are.
I did. I mixed it with some Modelo's and some
birrita. Yeah,
and it was like a little birrita, and it was incredible. It was incredible.
Yeah, just wait. Anybody listening to this that's going to the Arkansas game, Surly Horns podcast is going to have at least 2 gallons of margaritas. I'm probably going to try to figure out a way to do at least 4 gallons. I don't know if I have room in my freezer, but either way, we're going to have a shit ton of margaritas, and I promise you, it'll be the best thing you will ever drink.
Burn-ends margaritas. All proceeds go.
All proceeds go to our livers because
they would go to the tight ends.
So I've never been a margarita guy until I got into my buddy's margaritas. So shout out Ozzy, been my best friend since 4th grade. He's always held this recipe like away from me, like I'm never going to give you the recipe. And then I got him drunk enough to where he gave me the recipe. And now guess what? I'm putting it on a podcast. It's everybody gonna fucking know about this recipe because it's unfair to the world that they don't know about these margaritas.
This is why the only person that knows the Bush's Beans secret is a dog.
Exactly. And guess what? I am a dog for margaritas because these are so good. Like I never was a margarita guy. Even if I order a margarita, it would be like on the rocks, like, you know, like you want the fresh lime juice and tequila. But dude, these with like just totally frozen and you blend them up. Like we have one of those NutriBullet or whatever things, and it's perfect for just exactly one glass of margarita. It's perfect.
Oh, so you just chunk it off and then get it in there?
Exactly. So we'll just take the NutriBullet. I'll just scoop it through my big old like 2-gallon Tupperware bucket thing, and then blend it, and then it's done. And then so usually my go-to move, like I said, I try to do just two, is I'll scoop one big thing, I'll blend it, and I'll pour it into my glass, and then I'll scoop one more, and then I'll put the big old thing of margaritas up, and then the other one's like already ready to blend by the time it's done. And then I'm basically almost done for the rest of the day. They will fuck you up, and you don't taste the tequila at all, like at all. And
there
that's
was no
the
triple
problem.
sec in ours. It was just straight tequila.
Yeah, I think the recipe calls for like a half bottle. Yeah, half bottle of triple sec. It's just add extra tequila. Why not?
We put a liter of tequila in for sure.
Oh,
it was great. It was great. So we got to talk. We've talked a lot of positive things. We do have to shit on some people though. And again, CDC, you've kind of let us down with this NIL leverage thing.
What a joke. What a joke. So the leverage thing. So I already gave him his props for coming out with, you know, hey, we can sell your jerseys, whatever the fuck. The leverage thing is so stupid. Hudson Card's personal email is literally on a website for any dumb mouth-breathing motherfucker to access. Like, if he throws an interception against Louisiana Lafayette, there's going to be some redneck, dumb Walmart t-shirt wearing motherfucker that's going to just send a picture of his butthole to Hudson Card. Like, that's a thing that's going to happen. like that's a thing that's going to happen. Like, what are you thinking? People might have seen it. I tweeted at CDC and I said, how hard would it have been to create Hudson Card NIL at utexas.edu? That's all you have to do. So it could be...
And you're not even a tech guy.
Not at all. He could even forward that email. I understand email forwards. Like, why would you not separate some degree of fan to player? Like, even, like, I understand that the advertiser wants to reach the athlete, but you're allowing the dumbass fan who has no business advertising to reach the player. And so like these kids are going to get told to fucking kill themselves and like fuck off and transfer.
It's going to be a lot worse. It's going to be a lot worse than Surly.
It's going to be so bad. And it's their personal fucking Gmails. Like these kids are going to have, like, seriously, straight up, I'm telling everybody this right now. The first thing that I'm going to do with the burn ends, when we're through compliance and everything, I'm going to tell them, please, for the love of God, create a separate email, Gunnar Helm NIL at Gmail. Just create that and just leave it there. And that's your NIL email. Please, for the love of God, do not use a personal email, because the last thing you need is to drop a fucking pass in the end zone and some mouth-breathing dickbag fucking hammer you with emails till the end of time. When you're a 35-year-old fucking man and you're getting emails from Joe Blow 92 at hook'emhorns.com, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, there has to be a separation. And CDC did this. I'm a Mac. How long do you think it would take you to create a website that is better than Leverage? Drunk on tequila. You had 10 margaritas. My margaritas. How many margaritas do you think it would take you to build something better than what they had?
Burn Ends is pretty sick, dude. I built that and it's done.
It's a minute. So
it's already done. Yeah, so you can't see it unless you sign up. As soon as you sign up, there's a new tab at the top of your menu, and it says Burn Ends, and you can access the Burn Ends. And in mobile, it's nested in the menu, but it's in the menu, and you look at it, and it's burn ends, and you can click, and only if you are paying players. If you pay players, you can see that. If you don't pay players, you can't see that.
And if you don't play players, you're not SEC ready. So that is also a thing. But with the leverage, like I don't know anything about tech, but I used to be able to put the background on my MySpace, where I used to be able to code and copy all the shit from my MySpace page. And I think I can make that better than what CDC did with leverage. He literally just made a fucking Rolodex of players' TikToks. Like, are you serious? What is this? It's not that hard. All you have to do, all anybody has to do, and I've told a billion people this, all you have to do is create a platform that's easy to use by the players and easy to use by the advertisers, where they can go to one centralized location that's legitimate, not open doors, which is not legitimate. They take 30 fucking percent. It's unreal. If you hear anybody using open doors, just slap them in the fucking mouth. All you have to do is create one centralized location for the Texas athlete and the Texas advertiser to join. Instead, what they did was they created basically a glorified Google Doc that had people's fucking hyperlinked TikTok on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's Horn Lover. So
Yep,
Horn Lover post 382. We'll just tweet this out. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Promote.
Horns of Plenty. Shout out Horns of Plenty. He made a fucking minute-long demo of something infinitely better than what is already provided to the students by some.
I mean, this shit's pretty good. Shit's really good.
He's paid. CDC is paid to do shit like this, and this was created in how long did he say? I started yesterday afternoon. 6 hours.
Look at this. It's great. I'm watching it right now. It's great. That's all you can use.
6 hours. How CDC and all the infinite money that Texas football has and can provide, how can you not just have one idiot? You know what, CDC? Here's a request. Hire me. I don't know shit about fuck. I don't know fuck about shit. And you know what? I know how to do this. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's all you have to do is get smart fucks to build things for you. And the burnt ends is better than any other NIL program out there.
This guy who did this in his spare time from last night, he accidentally cheated over whenever he was like showcasing the website's responsiveness. He like scrolled back and Surly's behind, and it says Hunt Yachts Style Substance, and it's like this guy's like
he's hunting style.
He's a Hunt Yacht guy. They Hunt Yachts wants this guy to see that image.
But seriously, it's not this name, image, likeness stuff doesn't need to be this. It's pulling teeth. And we are dumb bitches, and we are setting things up for the program to be successful in the long term, the short term, the everything term, and nobody else is because they don't know how to. And it's not that hard. That's the biggest thing. It's not that hard. Get some young kid, Shark McCulloch. Get Shark McCulloch. All CDC has to do is say, Shark McCulloch, all you have to do is I want you to go and I want you to find businesses that are going to be legit NIL opportunities. Here's $75,000 a year. And we'll give you a spiff on whatever businesses you bring in. Here's $75,000 a year. Go fuck off, bring me businesses.
This guy's username. Did you see the username?
Yeah, the email.
Bag of dicks at ousucks.com.
That's great. I hope I'm going to send an email to that email right now.
Oh my God. That's fucking incredible.
I hope I don't get a bounce back.
I'll buy that domain.
But literally all you have to do is just pay some dude just to go find, it's not that hard. Like some dude like Grant Pinkerton who wants to sponsor the defensive line room doesn't need to go fucking hit Keandre Coburn's DMs. Just here's one local centralized source that you can go to that's through compliance already or easily pass through compliance. Because what people don't understand, like even us, like we didn't understand how things were going to get passed through compliance. We just fucking did it. Like I said, NIL machine goes
I
burr.
showed up and said fuck, and they let us in.
NIL machine said burr. And I just tweeted it out. Like, I
They
spent a
couldn't
year on
stop
this.
us. They couldn't stop us. There was nothing they could do to stop us.
What did that guy say? It was like, I spent a year on this, and he just tweeted it out. And that's what I did. I just tweeted it out to the masses. And I just said, let's just fucking go. And they reached out to us about the NIL. They said, hey, we saw this tweet. Can we get on a call? And that's how we
you
got
guys
this
need to
compliance.
do this.
Yeah.
And then it was like, you're in.
Yeah,
you're doing it.
It was
We're
like,
going to
here's
tell you
3 red
exactly
lines.
what you're going to say. You're going to do it. And we were like, cool. We didn't want to come up with any of that shit. That's great. Yeah.
But the fact that, like, we didn't know how to do that, like, I reached out, so I tweeted it out. Here's the whole timeline of events. I tweeted this shit out because I announced it on the podcast, and I don't give a fuck. So we tweeted it out, and then we realized, okay,
we're doing it.
we're gonna do it. And then we put it on the board. Everybody got behind it. Everybody got enthused about it. Everybody was super excited about it. And then I DM'd Jared Wiley. I DM'd, I think, Braden Liebrock, and they didn't know what the fuck to do. We talked to Bobby Burton. He got us hooked up with Bob Brewer. And then Bob Brewer helped us get it through compliance. Compliance, even before they talked to Bob Brewer, they reached out to us because, guys, the football staff understands they want us. They want money to their players because you don't think Jeff Banks understands that, hey, $10K to a fucking tight end is worth a lot of goddamn money? Like, holy shit. That's huge. That's huge for his recruiting. They want us. They want us, like, not just the crowdsource stuff. They want anybody that has some legitimate money.
Yeah, dude, we're paying players.
We're paying players. And
legitimately, we're paying players. So if you want to do that,
just do it.
You want to do it in a way that UT said this is how you pay players, you fucking sign up for burn-ins.
You bitches. But at the same point, it's an easy way to do it through us. But this is just the start. Like, we can go to another position group. We can go to another program. I would love to get, we're a volleyball podcast for like 2 weeks.
I would love to do the volleyball. Yeah. Yeah,
just we can't do a happy hour with you fucking creeps that are listening to this. Every single one of you, if you're listening to the Surly Horns podcast, you're a fucking creep, us included. So,
dude, I just want the Bomb Squad. I feel like we could pay them to come to Lee Harvey's now, and I feel like that should be a thing, and we should give them,
and we can do that, and we're gonna do fun shit. So everybody get involved. Everybody have fun. Like, the name, image, likeness doesn't need to just be about paying players. We're gonna have a lot of fun doing this shit. Like, this is gonna be baller as shit. Like, this is gonna be awesome.
It's all about the fun. That's the main goal of this, is for the community to be able to interact with the players, and for the players to really get, what they've deserved all these years, right? Yep. They're putting their bodies on the line. Even if you're on the practice squad, you've got to, your body is getting abused, right? In practices and everything, even if you don't see game time. So, we're just making sure that everybody's taken care of. And then that the best fucking tight ends in the fucking world want to
burn in, baby. That's it. It's the burn ends. And you know what I'm so excited about? I mentioned earlier, it's going to be like Jared Wiley scores a touchdown and everybody in the burn ends is going to freak the fuck out.
Yeah, like, and then just get it done, right?
Yeah.
Get it done. Donate.
Yeah. And there's going to be a bunch of other opportunities to donate. There's going to be a bunch of other stuff that we're going to do. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, you're getting in on the ground floor of something that's going to be really awesome.
But you cannot come to the dinner under any circumstances if you donate less than $50 a month between now and December. If you don't do that, you're not invited to the dinner. Dinner's happening in December, so
you gotta sit with us.
Yeah, you can't just fucking subscribe the month before. That's not how that works. You gotta have
$50 for a dinner.
Yeah, you gotta do it from August until December, and then you're in. This is gonna be an annual thing. So if you're in, it's like the majority of from Jan 1 to when the dinner happens in December, because we're gonna do it between the end of the season and the bowl game. Your shit will just roll over, right? So you're not going anywhere. You get credit, but you have to have at least 6 months running credit before you get invited to the dinner.
And the dinner's going to be awesome.
4 or whatever. Yeah.
We're going to get McDonald's. Maybe something cool. Hope you bitches like it's Denny's. We'll have Blake Gideon show up at Denny's.
You know where I want to go? I kind of want to go to Waffle House or something, but
I'd be down. Let's rent a
yeah,
fucking Waffle House out.
just the whole thing. Everybody get out.
Just for like 24 hours. We just
Everybody get out. Even the employees. The employees are excused.
Yeah, no, I'm
We
just
brought our own
fucking
cooks.
griddle.
We brought our own cooks.
Oh yeah.
I gotta look into that now.
Does Waffle House serve liquor? Can we bring our own? Is it BYOB?
And we would rent the whole bitch out. We'd rent a Waffle House and say it's not open. It's closed for a private event.
We'll have a keg in a Waffle House, and we'll just be fucking slinging hash browns and shit.
Fuck yeah, dude! Sounds awesome.
This sounds awesome.
Sounds like something the Burnt Ends should do.
This is what you signed up for, guys. This is what you signed up for. This is what we're going for. This is classic Surly. It's gonna be fun for the players. It's gonna be fucking baller as shit for us. Everybody wins. We're paying players. We're an SEC podcast now. We're just trying to play, folks. Ain't no thing.
It does feel very good. It feels incredible to be able to have the opportunity to be involved with such great young men at the University of Texas, to give them money to play fucking football. It's awesome.
Catch touchdowns, bitches. It's
awesome. No, I don't care if you catch touchdowns or not.
That's right. For legal reasons. We don't care about your performance. Just be our little baby boys. That's what it is. These tight ends, they're our baby boys. That's what we're looking for. We're just looking for these guys that just want to go out, and we want them to do a good job, and we want them to have fun doing it while they have fun hanging out with us at a Waffle House.
And we want you to be invested into those players financially.
Yep. And you're going to get some cool shit too. We already got the cup designs and the logos and all that kind of cool shit. It's coming. Don't stress about it.
It's a way better deal than cryptocurrency. So
absolutely.
Whatever your cryptocurrency budget is, triple that and put it here.
Yeah. Just so y'all know, I'm diamond handsing a bunch of Safe Moon still. I think I have like 20 billion Safe Moon. So I hope everybody's investing in Safe Moon. But hey, and I'm still diamond hands GME. I'm not giving up on GME. It's still basically all my money's in it at this point. So I hope it moves at some point.
I think we should change the subject. Champ Lewis, that's a thing we could talk about.
Yeah, we missed out on Bryce Anderson, and it looks like he actually looks like a stud. I mean, I like anybody named Champ Lewis. Hopefully he's as good as like Champ Bailey. But yeah, missing out on Bryce Anderson fucking sucks. So
what if he's a mix between Champ Bailey and Ray Lewis?
Then we win. Suck it, Aggie. The love child of Champ Bailey and Ray Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah. But the only update that we have for you on the recruiting front is the title of this section in our notes is still titled All Ass No Takes. That's the news, folks. On to the next segment.
That's it. And, hey, so we need to start, specializing in our tight ends and what recruiting looks like with our tight ends. I don't think we'll be able to there's nothing stopping us from reaching out to Jaleel Skinner and being like, hey, you're getting recruited to Texas. What do you think? Right? If Mike Roach can do it, we could do it. Right? I'm just trying to tweet at Cruz. That's all I'm trying to do. That's been my goal this entire time. This is the long con of me just wanting to tweet. I
did tweet it to Mario Overshown today.
Yeah, but he's not a Cruz, so you're good.
Did you read it?
Oh no,
you should read it. It's funny.
Now I got to.
So he quote tweeted the Texas branding deal, and he was like, "Is this real?" with big eye emojis. What did I say?
He deleted it.
He deleted that tweet?
I think so.
Oh. Well, that was the tweet. And then I replied. Did you see what I replied?
I
said, ask the tight ends about it. They'll tell you all about it.
Oh, love it. Oh, yeah. Ask the tight ends. Hell yeah. So that was actually one thing that got brought up by compliance as well, is they were a little worried about jealousy of us sponsoring the tight ends and not some of these other groups, and that's on other motherfuckers. That's not us, because we are doing this for the tight ends. And we could have picked any position group, but this is the most bang for our buck. And also, the burn end's name is fucking cool as shit. So, and it makes too much sense. Like,
Also, we just love the tight end position.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love things that are tight. I love things that are on the end, you know?
Yeah. Burnt ends. What is the Aggie fact of the week?
Aggie fact of the week. Running through it. Shout out our boy Kyle Umlang. 101 Aggie facts, things every Longhorn should know. I'm just going to go a random one here.
Oh, man.
This is impressive. Texas has finished in the top 10 in the NCAA Division I Directors Cup 20 times all time. So 20 times. Texas A&M has finished 6 times all time. So getting dunked on hard. Sucks to suck.
Not even smart.
Golly. Fucking diploma mill.
Okay. Now, on to the favorite segment. Fattest thing you've ever done.
The fattest thing I have ever done. I'm gonna change it a little bit. So it's probably the worst thing I've ever done to my body in terms of being fat. So I went to shout out Tita's Taco House in Humble, Texas. Best tacos you'll ever eat. Swear to fucking God, best tacos you'll ever eat. Like, if you look on Google, they have like 5,000 reviews or some shit, and it's like 4.8 out of 5 stars. Like, they are incredible. It's one of those places, they open at 7 and then they'll shut down at like 10:30 because they've ran out of shit to sell. It is incredible. Like, so they have the red pork. And so I went there for
the stewed red pork. Yeah.
Oh my God. It is insane. And it's like the freshest tortilla you'll ever see. They'll slather refried beans on top of it before they put the red pork on there. So I showed up for the first time and I said, that looks good. Give me 3 of those as a white male. Like, you give me 3 of whatever that is. I said, oh yeah, it's the red pork. I'm like, yeah, give me 3, whatever. Had 3. Said, okay, well, that's the greatest thing I've ever experienced in my entire fucking life. Let me just go back through the line. I got 4 more at that point. So I'm at 7 tacos. Powered through those bad boys. I'm just going to go ahead and just go back through the line. I had 3 more. So we're sitting at 10 tacos that I have demolished. And I'm talking about, like, I am picking pieces up off of my, like, aluminum foil that they gave them to me in. So after I'm through those, I go back through. They're out of red pork. Bad news. Hey, would you like to try the chicken mole? I said, yep, let's go ahead and do that. So I do 3 more of those. So I do 3 chicken moles, which were also really good. Nowhere near the red pork, but Tita's Taco House, it's family owned, it's family run. They are incredible. If you're anywhere near Kingwood, Humble, whatever on 59, like northeast, go there. You will not be disappointed. And that was the fattest thing I did. I think I ate like 15 to 17 tacos in an 8 a.m. to like 10:30 stretch. No regrets.
Right. So the fattest thing I've ever done is there's a guy on YouTube who does food challenges named Randy Santel.
I know
cool.
this guy.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. It's like, shout out to Randy Santel. Fucking really good YouTube channel. Check him out. Atlas. So I was watching his YouTube channel and he had this like $20 fast food challenge where he'd just go to fast food restaurants and order $20 of like literally the most food that you could order for $20, like off the value menu, and then just eat it in like 26 minutes. Or less, maybe even less. I just like, devoured this amount of food. So I did that challenge. And I was hammered, and I was
what restaurant?
My wife that I wanted her to film it.
What place were you going? What place are we talking? You talking Taco Bell or?
Oh no, I did the McDonald's one.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the most bang for your buck for sure. I mean, you could get 20 McDoubles.
So the $20 one for Jack in the Box was 10 tacos. 4 chicken sandwiches, 4 junior bacon jacks.
Oh my God.
And Two medium curly fries.
That has to be
Oh
what's a
no,
decent
one medium
salad?
curly fry and a drink or something, right? But it was $20, right? And they were so, but yeah, that and so I did that, but I did the McDonald's. So I did hot and spices,
Oh yeah,
fries,
McDoubles,
McDoubles, yeah.
nuggets,
I don't know what else I got.
sweet and sour
Um,
sauce all day, baby. Let's go.
yeah, and it must have been nuggets or something, but yeah, I had it all. And I was trying to get my wife to record it. She was like, "I'm not recording any of that.
This
Like,
doesn't
let
need
it
to be
slide."
documented
And
ever.
then I just tried to like set my phone and record it, and I have the video. I'll post it of
Yes,
me
I
just like
gotta see
saying, "All
this.
right, here we go," and it's just me for like 12 and a half minutes, just like chomping food down.
Oh god, I gotta see this now. How many
That's the
calories do you
fattest
think
thing
you
I've ever done.
consumed? How many calories do you think you consumed? Like
Oh,
my tacos,
easily
I bet
five
you were.
thousand.
Yeah,
Easily
I
five
think my
thousand.
tacos are probably 5 to 6K easy. But like I've seen, God, I don't even know some of these like competitive eaters. Like I know Joey Chestnut when he eats hot dogs, it's like 14,000 calories or something. They have to purge that shit, right? Like after he just butt fucks 56 hot dogs, he has to just you got to vom that, right? There's no way like heartburn alone, your body can just withstand that barrage of fucking processed salty meat. There's no
I don't know,
way.
man. Straight to the dome.
Just hey, you know what? I'm all for it. And I've done plenty of fat things where it especially when it comes to dollar menus, like sometimes you can spend $7 and you're getting double your daily caloric intake, like what you're supposed to
Oh,
get.
dude, I order like 10 to $12 of fast food whenever I go, and then I just like eat it for lunch the next day or
Yeah.
something.
Why wouldn't you? And so I had the other day, so I had one of the best things I've ever had in my life. I don't know if it was just so I'm not a huge Jack in the Box guy. I love their tacos. I love their they actually have really good chicken strips and they have Frank's Red Hot sauce, like the thick one. I think I've talked about it on the podcast before. But I got the meat something like meat lovers breakfast taco. Holy shit. It was like full Canadian ham, full breakfast sausage, and like 5 strips of bacon with egg and cheese in it. It was insane.
That
On
sounds
there,
incredible.
it was incredible. And then I got the Frank's Red Hot sauce and I put it in the burrito. It was absolutely unreal. Unreal. Shout out my boss Cody. He hooked it up with the meat lovers breakfast taco from Jack in the Box.
I gotta find this video now. I'll
I
find it
gotta see it now
and post
too.
it.
I gotta see it now too. Normally it's just us shotgunning beers, but now it's just us shotgunning food.
Oh, dude, yeah, I was into it. All right,
So I'll throw another thing out there that I've done. It's not exactly fat, but I have been a part of, and I've won 5 out of 6 blazing challenges at Wings and Thing or Buffalo Wild Wings. So the whatever the blazing wings they are, pussy shit. You should do it. It's basically free wings because you don't. If you finish the challenge, you don't have to pay for it. So if you look at the Sugarland on Highway 6 Buffalo Wild Wings, you'll see my face up there as a motherfucking champion of their blazing challenge.
did you really?
Oh yeah, like I've done it. So I've done it especially back in my heyday. Like the picture of me up at the Sugarland Buffalo Wild Wings is me as I think a 17-year-old eating it. And now, yeah, I'll do it right now. I'll throw it down. Whatever. Hey, when we're in Arkansas, I might throw down on some Blazing Challenge. Who knows?
I'm in. I can fuck around with some food.
Yeah, because it's 12 wings in 6 minutes. So the only problem I
I
had,
can do that. I can do
yeah,
that.
it's not
It's
bad.
hard. That's fast. That's fast. Are they hot? Are they how hot are they?
They're pretty hot. Like it's not.
No,
It's
no, not like mouth on fire hot, but just like hot.
oh no, it's mouth on fire hot. Like it's a problem. Like after
It's a problem.
the next 45 minutes is going to be a problem for you. Like it's not going to be enjoyable, but at the same point, it's not anything that's going to like you're not going to hurt the next day, but the next 45 minutes is going to be a problem. And you won't have fun shits for a hot minute. And I say hot minute as like real, like you'll be hot shitting for a minute.
All right. I think that's it for today, boys.
That's it. Hey, sign up for the burn ends. Be a point man. $50 a month. Come on, don't be a bitch about it. One-time donations are up on the site.
Come to dinner.
Yep. Yeah, at Waffle House, we're gonna have a keg. We're gonna have a live
rent a
DJ.
fucking Waffle House. We're gonna rent a fucking Waffle House.
We're gonna rent a Waffle House with a live DJ. We should have Grant Pinkerton cook on a Waffle House grill and see what kind of brisket he can come up with.
We can do it, dude.
Whatever. The world's our oyster because we are in the SEC and we can pay players now. That's us.
That is us, 100%. All right, signing off. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.